Attention all grill masters and backyard barbecue enthusiasts. Lynn's has everything you need to make your 4th of July cookout a success. From sizzling certified Angus beef steaks and mouth-watering burgers to fresh-cut fruit and all the condiments you desire, we have you covered. Browse our weekly ad for celebratory savings like 39-cent per pound seedless watermelon through July 4th and shop online at lynsgrocery.com for extra convenience. Lynn's, where delicious begins.
It's Friday, October 11th, 2024, and this is the Washington Times front page. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. Floridians awoke to significant damage caused by Hurricane Milton, but the destruction and storm surge was less severe than initially feared. Susan Ferricchio reports more than 3 million customers are without power statewide, most of those outages concentrated to the central swath along the Interstate 4 corridor from Tampa Bay to Daytona Beach that the storm generally followed. Milton made landfall late Wednesday near Siesta Key, roughly 70 miles south of Tampa. It struck the state as a Category 3 hurricane after weakening from a Category 5 storm before exiting the state as a Category 1 early Thursday. The storm left at least 11 people dead, some killed during a string of tornadoes that spun off from the storm, as Milton's fierce winds proved to be more of an issue than its storm surge. In their first Maryland Senate debate, former Republican Governor Larry Hogan vowed to be an independent voice in an increasingly polarized Washington, with Democrat Angela Alsobrooks doubting Hogan's claims to support federal legislation affirming a right to abortion. Seth MacLachlan reports Alsobrooks said Hogan's pledge is refuted by his actions as governor and what she described as a right-wing agenda that is out of step with Maryland voters. Hogan said he supported abortion protections as governor and pledged to co-sponsored legislation codifying the abortion protections that existed before the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. Hogan also called out Alsobrooks, the Prince George's County executive, for watching over a sanctuary city that limits cooperation with deportation officers. Vice President Kamala Harris's presidential campaign is denying it played a role in the editing of a 60 Minutes interview, saying it had no influence over the production decisions by CBS News. 2 clips of the same question were released from Harris's interview with CBS journalist Bill Whitaker. Both clips show Whitaker saying, "But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening." In the clip from 60 Minutes, Harris responds, "We are not going to stop pursuing what is necessary for the United States to be clear about where we stand." But in a clip from a Face the Nation edit, Harris says, "Well, Bill, the work that we have done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by Israel." An aide for the Harris campaign told our Mallory Wilson, "We do not control CBS's production decisions and refer questions to CBS. CBS has not responded to requests for comment." More than a dozen states from Alabama to Connecticut have enacted bans on cell phones in schools amid bipartisan consensus that screen time damages young people mentally and emotionally. In 2023, Sean Salai reports Florida became the first state to enact a ban on cell phones during class time. As he signed the law, Republican Governor Ron DeSantis said social media does more harm than good. In California, Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom signed a law last month that requires every public school district, charter school, and county education office in the state to limit or prohibit smartphones by July 2026. Not all parents are on board, however. They want their children to be able to reach them in emergencies and document complaints that a school ignores. The FBI this week arrested an Afghan man accused of plotting to martyr himself in an Election Day shooting, but questions remain as to why he was free in the United States in the first place. Stephen Dinan reports the FBI said in court documents that Nasir Ahmed Tawadi came to the United States on September 9th, 2021 on a special immigrant visa. That was just days after the Biden administration withdrew American troops, which led to the collapse of Afghanistan's government. He stands accused of trying to buy 2 AK-47 rifles as part of a plan to conduct a mass shooting on Election Day with a nephew, while sending the rest of his extended family back to Afghanistan several weeks before the attack. And finally, the Biden administration and China's government are quietly working to renew a 44-year-old science and technology agreement that congressional Republicans say should be permanently ended. Bill Gertz reports the 1979 U.S.-China Science and Technology Agreement expired August 27th after a 6-month extension, and both governments are trying to come to terms on renewal. That left academic communities in both the U.S. and China uncertain about future ties. Both countries have remained silent on whether the agreement has ended. Find all today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.
Macy's has all of your Grill Master essentials for Father's Day. Stop by to get our hand-trimmed chicken breast and certified Angus beef patties that are ready to grill, so Dad can have his favorite dinner. Make sure to browse our bakery to find the perfect no-work Father's Day treat with our decadent peanut butter bars or famous donuts. Right now, you can get boneless beef ribeye steaks for $12.99 per pound at Macy's. Shop these Father's Day essentials in-store or online at Macys.com through June 18th. Macy's, happy shopping!